Hello and welcome back to the Microbit Basics course. I'm Helen. Today we're going to learn more about the commands list. By the end of this video, you'll know about Microbit's basic functions and actions, you'll know how to add comments to your code, and how to share your code with others. Let's get going. When you're teaching coding, you don't need to be an expert. Often, you'll act as a guide or a facilitator for your students. Don't worry about knowing everything. Treat it more like a journey of discovery for everybody. Let's take a look at some of the most important blocks that you'll use with your microbit. These basic commands will be the foundation of every bit of code that you're going to create. As you may have already noticed, the different types of blocks are color-coded. In this activity, you'll need to use the blocks in the blue section at the top. For the block editor to recognize the code that you're creating, each block needs to be inside an event handler. These are blocks such as start, forever, on button pressed, and so on. They allow the other blocks to click inside. If you drag a command into the editor without it being inside an event handler, it will be crosshatched and grayed out. OnStart is used to run an event when the microbit powers up and the program starts. The Show icon lets you choose from a number of pictures to be displayed on the device. Let's try it out. Can you see the heart icon on the simulator on the left? Do you want a different icon? Why not create your own? Use the Show LEDs block and click on the squares to create your own image. Want to add some text? No problem. Just use the Show String block. This will let you display a word or a sentence, scrolling letter by letter from right to left. Click on the icon to bring it to the editor and type in any phrase you want. If you combine forever and show string, your phrase will scroll across the LED display indefinitely. Remember, the OnStart block runs a section of code just once when it powers up, whereas the forever block will repeat a section of code as long as the microbit is on. Now, let's throw the pause block into the mix. This block pauses the display on a certain image before something else is displayed. Your challenge is to code your microbit to show a sad face, which changes to an indifferent face, and then changes to a happy face. While you're writing your code, you may want to add some comments. Good comments help other people understand your code, or you can use them to make notes for yourself. For example, if you've come up with a great idea, but you don't have the time to write the code before class. Here's how you do it. Right-click on any block and select Add Comment. This will add a little text box where your comment will be stored. Don't worry, comments won't appear on the microbit display. Commenting can also be used to give feedback from the teachers to the students, or for students to demonstrate their thought processes and explain what they want to program. Students need to know that this feature is available. Sharing projects and getting feedback is a really important part of writing code. With the microbit, you can share your code by clicking this icon. This will generate a URL which can be emailed or shared with others. There is also an option to generate embedded code, which will allow your project to be displayed on a web page. You should remind students that when they share this code, it is public. They should ensure that their code and comments contain no personal information or profanity. So, we've learned how to use basic commands, add comments, and share our code. If you want more practice, check out the tutorial for the flashing heart in the link. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll talk about inputs and outputs. Happy coding, and I'll see you soon.